LinkedIn at ServiceNow. I just want to share a quick demo of a little project I was working on. Mostly it's an experiment, a way for me to learn and get my hands dirty on Kafka and ServiceNow Stream-Connect for Apache Kafka. So I've been playing with Kafka for the last 2-3 months because ServiceNow now has the ability to support those event-driven architecture, and we have our own internal deployment of Kafka and an offering on top of it. It's called Stream-Connect for Apache Kafka, meaning customers can send event to a Kafka topic and have a workflow triggered based on certain message that arrived on those topics. And I wanted to try how that would work if I want to send small files via the Kafka bus. So in my example here, I want to send this type of image. Here it's a void check. It's just because I'm using this in all my demos. So I'm using this file. So it's an image file. And I wanted to see how with the Kafka CLI I could send this to ServiceNow and have this, then once it's ServiceNow, have a workflow. Once in Kafka, on the specific topic in Kafka, I have a ServiceNow workflow that's going to be triggered to retrieve the message containing the image and then put it in the attachment table in ServiceNow. So that's kind of my little prototype. So you have my image file there. And I already put the command line interface, but if I recap very quickly what I'm doing, I'm basically building that little small JSON payload that's gonna contain some information like image name, file type, and I'm using the base64 command on my, I'm working out of my MacBook. I'm doing a base64 command of that image file. So this basically shows the bits within the file, and that's this base64 string that we send with Kafka. We cannot just send the file as is. We have to convert it as a base64 string. It has to be string. Anything that goes to Kafka needs to be a string format. So that's why I'm converting that image, and I'm sending this to my Kafka command, my console producer in the Kafka CLI, and then the rest of the parameter is just my configuration to be able to communicate to those Kafka endpoint and topic, right? So if I press enter, then we'll be able to see what's going on underneath the cover. So it's gonna, this is outside of my instance. This is me from my home, from my computer, sending a bunch of data containing a base64 string, which is an image. And I'm gonna show you the workflow that I've built to reconstruct the file and put it in the attachment table. So that's the workflow I've created. So you can see when you have Stream-Connect for Kafka, you have access to the topic that you obviously pre-configured. You can do this directly from the ServiceNow instance. And so on the command line interface, I was sending the data to that particular topic. So now this trigger is basically listening to that specific topic, and it's going to engage, start the workflow as soon as there is a message coming in. And here what I'm doing is I'm just doing a loop for each message coming to the bus for that topic. I'm parsing the payload. And this is me who created from scratch that action step to parse the payload that is my own format. I decided to send content type, file name, and base64 string. So I've simply, without too much work, I just use the JSON parser step, and I'm basically parsing the payload coming from Kafka, file name, file type, and JSON the base64 string. That's gonna be my file that I want to convert as an attachment. So I'm gonna, this is me who created this, and then here I've created another step for which once I convert I get the payload, sorry. I created a step to reconvert those base64 file, the string coming from the bus, from Kafka, to an attachment. So I have all kind of inputs. I'm not going to go into the detail, but I'll just show you quickly the script. It's just very simple script. I'm basically taking the payload and the information I got from the Kafka message, and converting this, here as I'm doing a B64 decode, converting this back to a file, and then it's getting attached to the attachment table. So let's see if my workflow has run, but I believe it did. If I go in execution, we're gonna see an execution for this morning, 7:27, 2 minutes ago. And if you click on here, you'll see that this workflow got triggered. And then you can see that I'm parsing the payload. We see the content that was sent via the Kafka CLI, via my computer. Now it landed to the platform via the Stream-Connect for Apache Kafka. And this is the file in a base 64 format, string format, because that's we can only send string type of data via Stream-Connect. And now we go in my custom step where I'm converting that base 64 data to a file, and I have the information I need to convert it back, put the right name and so on. And then within the script, within my custom action, I'm creating that attachment record. So now if I go here and I do a right-click refresh, I'm in the attachment record, attachment table. You can see that there is, there is my new attachment that there, 7:27, and I can open it here, and you can see, you should see my image there is showing up. So it's all working nice. So that's it. This is just a little experiment. If you ever have to send a small text file or image, where you can reuse kind of the same framework, even though we don't really recommend using Kafka for sending files. It's not really the purpose, but you can still do those type of experiment. Bye.